Gotti, hard body, Gotti's world, we some mob bosses. Tune in, don't just come across. We do it all, y'all just for the talking. Might lose your mind when you hear these topics, no cap, think about it. Who you know going this hard, all real, all wait, think about it. Best interview, who is this? We don't do all this, that entrepreneurship. Come in late, join the viewership. Education, relationships, businesses, view the clips. This the Midwest takeover, going overtime to invent on focus. Bringing guests in from all over, whole lot of game, we don't need a closer. Gotti, hard body, Gotti's world, we some mob bosses. Turn them L's to lessons, we don't do the losses. Dedication daily, ain't no other options. Booking up these lots on every show we plotting. Pull up a chair, make sure you watching. Subscribe, get them notifications popping. Pull up all the champagne, we gon' get it poppin'.
Yeah. This is your boy Gotti on the Gotti's World Show. And today is another special one. I got two guests in here. Two guests. But they form one as a dope podcast that I was actually on. They just good people overall. And also, man, when I tell y'all that I've been on this show and they got some shit on there. They talking some shit on there, and they coming from all angles, from a beautiful woman perspective and also a good brother perspective, and it's just like, shit, they family, yeah. And it took a minute, but it was my fault. It took a minute. It was my fault. I'm not gonna.
It's all good.
Yeah. You know. But before I introduce them, man. I just want to let y'all know this is going to be a dope show. And before that, I have what we call the quote of the day. So the quote of the day for me, and I do this because it's a lot of life things that's happening. A lot of things around the city that's happening. And I just got to get my 2 cents and give my quote of the day. And the quote of today is, treat people how you want to be treated.
Amen.
All right. And that came from a life thing that I'm actually going through, and it's personal. You know, this is my show. I keep everything 100 with y'all. My marriage has been on the rocks. And when I say it's been on the rocks, and it's because of me. I had to do a lot of self-reflecting. I had to do a lot of looking in the mirror. I had to do a lot of growing up. I had to do a lot of just understanding my wife's mindset of where she's trying to take this marriage and how serious she takes it. And I came to the conclusion that I wasn't the best. I wasn't the greatest. I wasn't everything that my vows that I said to her meant. You know what I mean? And it took her personal. I get personal with y'all because y'all family. We all family. We all family here. I took it for granted. A lot of things that I've been doing, everybody's been seeing me elevate. Everybody's been seeing the show grow. I've been doing a lot of moving around the city, bookings, a lot of, just y'all seeing my face a lot. And the lights affected me. The bright lights affected me. And it caught me early. You know what I mean? It caught me early, but it was a test. It was a test. I asked God always to give me more than what I can even imagine. And he did it. He did everything that I asked him to, and he gave it to me. But he gave me a test as well. And not only did it happen with, like I said, the bright lights, all the money that's coming in, the attention, and all that. It just came, and I really had to sit down. She really had to have a conversation with me, and I had to realize I had to grow up. So overall, like I said, not making long drawn out about me because it's not, but treat people how you want to be treated. And for that, I say that's with anybody in your life that you have a issue with, anybody in your life that is important. Treat them how you want to be treated. You understand? I ain't mean to bring the word. I ain't mean to bring it down, but it's a serious moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
serious
not
moment.
Bringing it down at all. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
And the truth will always set you free.
And
shout out to Wifey.
Wait till y'all see her. Wait till y'all see her when we flip this. But that was the quote of the day, man. But let's go ahead and get into our sponsors right quick, so we can go ahead and get into these my people, my kinfolk. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead. Evian, where's the home?
My goals and hopes for the artists that work with us here at Envion is that they learn as I did. Over time, as I've worked with different artists, I've learned how to engineer better. I've learned these skills because I've given myself the opportunity to not be closed-minded and to not only want to work with a specific genre or only want to work with a specific artist. I allowed myself to work with everyone. I've opened my doors to everyone who wanted to come to the studio, and that in turn made me a better engineer. My goal for an artist is to use that same process and become a better artist by working with all of our engineers. My goal is to have them implement the same process that we at Envion use to become better engineers. Work with some of the other engineers, see it from a different point of view, build your confidence up, and not have to worry that you have to work with specific people, which is going to limit you in the long run to what you can actually produce.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is Envion Studios. Envion is where the home is. This is where Gotti's World Show was built, and it's still going. You know what I mean? And y'all just come up here, all artists, all talent that want to record y'all songs, y'all singing, y'all rapping, and just want to get your shit off, man. Envion Studios is the home. 18341 40th Court, Country Club Hill. This is the place. All right. But let's get into my guest here. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it. I already did the intro and all that. My people, the Unapologetic Podcast. Got my boy, Sir Goodwin in here. How you feel?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, bro.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you for
getting
us in your space.
It was about time. It was about time. It was my fault. It was my thought.
No, it's all good.
And the beautiful Kim Smith. How you doing, baby?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How about the stuff?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You know I'm there. You know I'm already there.
That's the actual and factual Kim Smith.
You know it. Say it. Say it how you say it on the show.
Monday through Sunday.
It's the actual and factual Kim Smith with young Gotti.
Yes. Indeed. Look, man, the reason why I got y'all on your show is because, man, y'all podcast is definitely elevating and it's dope. I've been on it twice. Y'all have given me great opportunities to, just get my voice heard, get my face heard, and y'all growing. So I had to catch y'all early.
Yep.
I had to catch you early before, shit got bigger and y'all passed everything I'm doing. So,
family.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Always.
Yes.
And just had to lock in with you.
Yes.
And we're going to get to know about the podcast, you guys' lives, and how everything got started.
10-4 to that.
The past, the present, and the future.
The future.
So, ladies first. Ladies first. Miss Smith. Miss Kim.
Yes.
Where are you originally from?
Born and raised Carbondale, Illinois. 5 hours down the road, 57.
So, growing up in your household, from your eyes, behind your eyes, how was family? How was family? How was that?
Family was big. My mom, 3 of us, just her. So we were a unit. We moved together. She, led the way and we followed. That's how we moved in our household.
What about father?
In and out, but Tanya held it down because that's what she knew to do. That's how she was raised.
So let me ask you real quick. Do you feel like, because I noticed this, just even having dealings back in my day with the father in and out, certain little issues I've noticed certain women have
You know, I get and understand that that's a trend or whatever. Daddy issues, I think that became very popular, you know, mid 2000s, something like that. But me, I don't believe in them because the thing is, as you grow, as you elevate, you learn from what you are surrounded by. I learned from the independent woman that was in my life, but she never ever downed my father. She never ever told me that I didn't need a man or anything like that. She led from what she knew. So the daddy issue thing, don't get me wrong, I think is cute, but I think after a certain amount of time, you have to woman up and move forward because if you want a man, if you want a husband, if you want things like that, you can't live in the past of somebody not being there.
That's grown woman talk right there.
That's why she's called the actual factual.
That's grown woman talk right there.
Oh yeah.
I see why you got it.
Oh yeah.
I see how this came together.
Oh yeah.
Brother Goodwin,
Yes, sir.
tell me about you, man.
You know, I'm a real simple, easy guy. You know, just keep it
Cubs
know,
guy, huh?
Cubs. I got a new
Cubs
hat
guy,
for
huh?
you, Gotti.
I
Gotti
see
likes
what
to
you
come
did.
to the Unapologetic Studios.
No, I see what you did. It's okay.
He likes to come to the Unapologetic Studios with
Yes.
socks.
He
Get
does.
on. Now we appreciate the Young God, you know,
what I mean?
apparel.
I love it.
Yes,
You know,
I-
shout
thank
out to the Young God
Thank you,
apparel.
sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
But he likes to wear black
He
and
does.
wear the
Mhm.
white socks.
Black
So-
and white.
So I had to
So you
come
had to-
with. I had to go get a new one.
No, I see what you did.
This is
Okay.
new.
Mhm.
No, I see
but,
what you did. Go ahead. Go ahead. I see what you did.
Raised on the north side of Chicago, family big, you know, mother, father, stepmother, aunties, uncles, cousins, mentors, just great life, no complaints.
Far as your upbringing. As far as with your upbringing, how did it lead with you having your voice for your podcast and things like that? With your family and you growing up, were you always a big voice in your home?
I've always been the one to get people together,
Okay.
you know.
So you the glue.
Sometime my father is still around, so he's probably that glue. You know, all sides of my family he had a connection with his mother's side, his father's side. So, you know, and I have my mother and we have her side. So they both very in tune with their family.
Mhm.
And so family is big, and friends as well. You know, I have friends that go back a long time, you know, like Chris that's here today.
Shout out, shout out.
Chris always helpful, been there for me since 1997.
Oh, Jesus.
So
That's a real friend right there.
Mm.
yeah,
He locked in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we did talk shows and ESPN type shows as kids.
Yeah.
You know, we have tapes of that. So the podcast, even though it's coming along now, it's always been building, and hosting karaoke's and stuff with the family. So it's been going on for 37 years.
So, and I got something for that hat as well. Okay, I just, you know what I'm saying? I had to get that off. I had to get that off. That's
Shout
all.
out to the sound man.
but okay, so even with you, so therefore this was gonna be in the works regardless. With you doing shows and things like that, you had to, it just led up to you getting your own.
Just now is us pressing record
Yeah.
and having a camera. But
Mm.
it's been going on. Talent shows, even down at NIU, you know, getting people, grabbing singers together. Okay, I want you all to perform for me. You know, it's just been easy.
Mm.
So now that we're in this social media podcasting era culture, it's just easy. It's fun, you know.
Indeed.
And you know, we're where we are now, but nowhere but up from here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, how did this come together?
You know,
How did this relationship?
this happened, you know, by mistake. It
Yeah.
just kind of happened overnight. We were doing discussion parties and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and Kim and I would be in the same room. And then when we started, me and some guys started Unapologetic. We invited Kim on to be a guest, and she never left because she wowed us. We like, all right, look. You know your stuff. This was our entertainment culture show. You know
Mhm.
your stuff.
Right.
We need you to be here every week. and that was almost 2 years ago, and that's how
Almost
we
2
got the
years.
actual and factual Kim Smith. And Kim is great. She gives us a different, of course, a female perspective.
Yeah.
But she's not from Chicago, so that gives us a different perspective as well. Where she's
It
from
ain't
the
the
country.
regular. It
Right,
ain't the regular,
right.
degular,
You're not
schmegular.
hearing the same
You know.
thing over
Yeah,
and over
yeah.
again.
And also, I know she give y'all a run for your money too.
Oh yeah, Kim is tough. She's
Very,
tough.
Kim
very
is honest.
honest but tough.
Honest is a
and
better
tough.
word.
Yeah.
Tough.
Mhm.
So, the purpose of the Unapologetic Podcast. What is the purpose behind it, and how can y'all put y'all stamp in with the culture?
I think when you look at podcasts, of course, like it has exploded in the last 5 to 10 years or whatever, but there are a lot of our voices. No. You have your Joe Rogans, you have your people like that. But the thing is our point of view, our take on culture is still very suppressed. So
That's a fact.
when Unapologetic approached me about it, I loved it. I knew that it would be us speaking Black every week. It would be us speaking unapologetically Black every week.
Say that.
And that's the goal. That is what drives the culture. We drive the culture. And so we wanted to put a footprint in early so we can build and thrive with the culture.
That's a fact. That's real, man. Because y'all are definitely different from other podcasts. Yes, they give their opinions, and everybody get their opinions, but it's like I said, it's the regular. It's the regular degular stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't think. No, it's really a thought behind. You know what I'm saying? The questions and the answers. You know what I'm saying? To make you wanna give your perspective on it. You know what I mean? To make y'all want to interact. So therefore, that's what grabs me as far as with the show. You know what I mean? How do you guys intend to grow? Because you're already there. So now, how far as with the upgrade? Is it an upgrade coming? Is it a
100%. You bring in community. That's how you grow. You start with your foundation, with your friends, your family, and things like that. But then you step out into the community and bring them to the podcast, and that's how you grow. You bring in other influential people. You bring in family, and we all grow together.
What is some of the things like they can hear me, but what are some of the things that you guys touch on in the culture? That's how y'all bring it together. Like, is it a question? Like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So, what are some of the things that y'all collaborate with and want to touch on on y'all podcast?
We give a lot of different perspectives on our podcast. We, every week we're talking about things that are going on in entertainment, things that you're seeing on your timelines, and we give an unapologetic point of view. But it's also it's research behind that. We're not giving you no BS. We're bringing it honest. We also like to promote our culture in a positive way, in a good way. I think that people fear Black people. And even though they imitate us and emulate us and they love to party with us, they don't, necessarily respect us. And there's fear in, our colors. So, we try to promote Black love, as you and your wife have been on the show.
That's what a kickoff was.
Shout out to wife here.
That's what a kickoff was. That Black love.
Yeah.
That series, things that y'all had.
And we touch on very tough topics that go on within our community and in politics. And Kim and I are not afraid to step outside the box and speak our opinions and be honest and truthful and unapologetic about it.
And the benefit of it is that we also bring the comic relief, because the thing is there's so much going on in our culture. There's so much going on behind everything. In order to bring people in, you have to give them comic relief. You have to let them know that at the end of the day, we are gonna make it and just be fine.
But in the city, in our culture, it's well said, but it's not act. It's not an act behind that. Sometimes we don't bring each other up. we push each other down.
Oh, crabs in the barrel is real.
And you feel that way, because I definitely feel that way as well.
100%.
And you get sprinkles of people who do, like, you know what, I'm winning, and whatever it is for me is gonna be for me. So yeah, I'm gonna bring people up,
Absolutely.
but also people have motives as well, and I'm learning that as well. Far as with my, you know what I'm saying, as I grow, people will latch on to you, and I'm struggling. I say this all the time. I'm struggling right now with the people around me who are there for the access and who are there for the love. And matter of fact, how do you guys, as you guys grow, and even in your families and personal situations, how do you guys deal with that balance?
Well, I think that I'm blessed to have people's character. I can point it out real early, and keep those type of people away. People are not able to, keep the facade up for too long.
That's a fact.
And so you have to pinpoint it. And even though they might be useful and, resourceful and can get you some access, some doors you don't always need to go through.
That's a fact.
And you have to base it all off energy as well. Like you said, you can only put up the game
that
for
facade,
so long.
Yeah, yes.
So once your energy shifts, once it moves, once I catch that one dig, once I catch that one thrown off comment, it's done.
So since you guys are unapologetic on your show, has it ever been one of them heated moments to where it's like, wait a minute, we gotta have a conversation? Because I do this by myself, so I can say whatever I feel like. But if I had another person, and when having a beautiful woman and then having a man, that can. Or do you know when to digress?
You mean as co-host?
Yes, co-host.
I don't think
has it ever been? That can be harsh. It can be harsh sometimes.
You have to respect people.
Yeah.
And that's first and foremost. So even if you come to our show or we here, there has to be a mutual respect.
Indeed.
And usually if people butt heads, it's usually premeditated. You already know which direction you want to go. So I respect Kim's opinion. She's not from here. She doesn't understand a lot of the Chicagoland stuff. She's a female.
You don't want to understand.
I'm good.
Y'all
keep it.
You say we can keep it. We can keep it all.
Yeah. Y'all keep it all.
Yeah. And you sometimes you just have to learn how to take feelings out of things.
Absolutely.
and be able to respect whoever you are around and who respect their opinion. Hey, that's you. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be me.
See, that's wisdom talking, because I ain't came out of that yet. I still got a lot of fire in me to where I'm like, nah, I feel this way, so let me go ahead and, say what I got to say and point my chest out. I got to learn that.
Sometimes you win by walking away.
Amen.
I'm learning that. I'm learning that. Or just having a conversation. I'm learning that. I still got some growing to do, bro.
And what's one thing I will say, we're real big on that. So if we could be at the studio till 10 o'clock, and then once it's done, if I get in the car and hit the corner and think of something, his phone rings instantly. Right there, right then. No harboring, no holding, no nothing. If we got something to say, we're gonna call each other and get it out right then.
That's love.
And then even with booking guests, I kind of, gauge, their profile. I listen, I watch, and see if this is somebody that I even want in the space.
And I'm surprised you reached out to me, because I'm like, me?
Well,
me?
You came on the well, first of all, I like what you do.
Thank
so
you, sir.
I was watching you before you probably knew who we were. And you were on the Dr. Jones show, you were showing love. And so I said, he would be a good person to connect with. And we made it happen.
Indeed.
And we talk. They don't not just in the studio. Hey, how you doing?
Outside.
How's it going?
Yes, sir.
I watch you, hosting your shows and things like that. I congratulate you. It's a competition. Would I want the #1 podcast in America? Absolutely. But if Gotti's show is the #1 podcast,
There you go.
Congratulations to you.
God damn it.
That's
I
how you do
appreciate
it.
you.
You know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
But let me ask you, okay. So now we're gonna get into what y'all do at y'all show, the Unapologetic thing.
Mhm.
We're gonna go ahead and get into a couple subjects.
Okay.
A couple subjects around. And it's gonna be harsh.
Okay.
Certain things are gonna be harsh,
Mhm.
but y'all can handle it because that's what y'all do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're unapologetic.
Indeed as well. We lost a good brother. We lost a good brother. Actually, it was Lil Durk's brother. Another killing.
Mhm.
Didn't do anything to nobody. Good guy. I didn't know him personally, but everything that I saw, everything that I picked up on the internet, he was harmless. He just wanted to help. Why do you feel that this is happening or keep happening?
It's the crabs in the barrel, 100%.
So
Like that's not even a hard question. That's an honest question. That's a real question. Little Durk's brother is somebody connected to him, and so I might not be from the city, but how my family was raised and how we were raised, I know exactly what happens in the streets, what to stay away from, and what to be aware of. And I think it's one of those situations where I can't get you, so the people around you will suffer. And like you said, he same thing, did research everything, never bothered nobody, was very humble, always with his kids, beautiful children that they left behind on this earth. And again, crabs in the barrel. I'm upset because you made it out. It could have been that he didn't say hi one day, or walked in the store and you spoke and you didn't speak
and
back
you feel
or whatever.
like it's shade.
And you feel like it's shade.
It's all
of it is absolutely ridiculous. And again, if we don't get out of the mentality, it'll continue.
But everybody feels like, well, everybody wants to win.
Of course.
Or everybody put on this perception that they do want to or are winning. And that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, your likes on Instagram is your success. And people like, nah, I want more. Like, it's always I want more thing. Why do you feel like that people will never have enough?
You know, it's always unnecessary competition amongst people for some reason. There's enough for everybody to win. And if you get there a little faster, you know, it's okay. But some people, they can't handle that. And then as far as, you know, the Chicago rap politics, you know, it's barbaric, it's animalistic, you know, in the jungle. You know, lions, and other animals, you know, they'll kill somebody else's young, you know, so that they won't grow up and overthrow them. And so a lot of that goes on in the streets. It's barbaric and it's unnecessary for human beings because, like I said, everybody can win. Everybody can eat. You know, and there's no reason that I should want you to win or Kim to win, but you know, that jealousy is a mother effer.
But that starts, I believe, not only do that start from the streets, a lot of that shit start from the home.
That too.
I agree with that. We had a guest come on and bring up a very interesting topic that daughters learned the first instance of jealousy from their mother. That their mothers were jealous of them, and so therefore that's how they carry on the way that they do. So I agree with you that jealousy is embedded at home, but again, that goes back to the whole daddy issues thing. You have to grow beyond it. You have to grow above it in order for you to succeed or thrive.
But what if you don't have like-minded women like yourself?
But that's the whole thing. You don't need a tribe. You have to be just like you came on and gave wifey the best shout out that I have ever heard. Respect to you for that. You did that. Nobody tapped you on the shoulder and told you, well, this is how you walk, this is how you do this. You made the commitment to do it. So I feel like it goes right back to everybody. Everything that we're saying is individualistic. You can't wait for somebody to come and tell you or show you how to grow out of jealousy, envy, or anything like that. It has to be something you do.
It is a learning experience. You're gonna have to fall a couple times.
Absolutely.
Though. You're gonna have to learn like that. This wasn't a as a man. I can say this as a man, as a young man. Me personally had to lose something in order to understand it, or it has to be an action in order for me to be like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? But if you just keep talking and you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna leave, or I'm gonna go by my way, I'm like, all right, well, she ain't did it yet, but you know what I mean? But
when you come home and the bags packed, it's a different story.
No, you know what I learned? Silence is very loud. Silence is very fucking loud.
Absolutely.
And when I didn't hear anything or when nobody around, it was just me.
Yeah.
Shit. Learned a lot.
Well, and what people, it's so much is mental. So much is mental.
Everything is really mental.
I'm religious, Christian man. Religion brings discipline. It disciplines your mind and and your heart. And what people really need to do is just watch what's going on around you. Learn from other people's mistakes. And if you can look at somebody else's situation and say, you know what, I'm not going to do that. You will probably nip it in the bud before it gets there. But, everything, what they say, salt and sugar look the same.
Ooh, that's true.
So, some people got to find out on their own. And everybody doesn't recover.
That's true.
See, I'm scared to fall all the way down. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take it away. I'm married, 3 children. I know that it can be taken from me, with one mistake, one wrong turn. And I that's how I keep myself together.
Grounded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balance. Let's go back to balance. Balance in your personal lives with you working, being a working man, everything that you got to handle, everything that you got to do in your life, and also what you creating for yourself, as far as with the show. How do you balance all that?
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
I'm blessed. I'm lucky because my wife and I have been together a long time. So, we pretty much know, how to, when to push and when to pull back. We don't really have to learn each other on a daily basis. Where with somebody new, a newer relationship, you have to. It's a learning experience. So, we know that we have to provide. So whatever makes money first is important, and then, when there's time for, the extracurricular, we do it. This is Unapologetic Podcast. That is, it's a hobby, so that comes after the home is satisfied. But now we also know you got to rest, so
I ain't been getting no sleep.
Yeah,
I ain't been getting no fucking sleep.
It's not fun. Then it's gonna start. If you're tired, it's not gonna be fun.
Well, I gotta push back just a little bit. All this shit is fun. Everything that I'm doing is fun. But also, I know I asked for this though. I asked to be booked and busy. I asked for all this. So, and I'm getting a glimpse of it. And when I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta do this. I got this prepared. It's giving me a glimpse of what this life can be like, what it's going to be like, and also, am I going to be able to handle it? And it's giving me organization. It's keeping me organized. So it's very.
But are you
very
prioritized?
Meaning,
if you were single, everything that you said is good. But at this point, wife and children still have to be before the booked and busy.
Yes. That's why I'm saying it's keeping me, and certain things have happened to me. It's like, okay, you can have this, like my personal conversation with God. You can have this life. Go ahead. You got all the potential. I gave you this. I gave you this for a reason. But you're going to have to learn something. And you, period, Irvin, Gotti, you have to learn this the hard way. I got to take you through this so you can get straight. I was about to say get my ass straight, but
yep, we get it.
Yeah, I had to get straight. So it's not only is it fun, it's teaching me. It's teaching me at the same time. So that's why I'm like, I might not like some of the downs, but it's a great experience because it's helping me. That's why I'm like, all this is fun, because not only am I having fun doing what I want to do, and I'm able to learn balance, get organization, and also provide at the same time in more ways than one. So, like I said, you gotta take that as a blessing and take it as fun as well. On my end.
Yeah.
Now, for more people, it might be different. What about you? Balance.
I'm in the middle with balance. You know, I'm not married. I don't have children. But I support basically my whole family. So on top of working podcasts, I'm very like you. It keeps me very organized because I know that there's things that I need to check off my list. But I'm with you. This is also fun for me. Yes. This is something that before I was even invited on Unapologetic that I was a fan of. It wasn't something that I fell into. It was something that I had been watching for years become more accessible. Podcast was something that you would literally have to search for before, but now Spotify, everything is right at the tip of your, tip of your hand. So when I was asked to come on to it, I knew that it was a passion of mine already, and then too that I was going to make it fun because it was already a passion.
Gotcha. You just said something that stuck out to me, as far as with taking care of your whole family. And actually, I had a couple young brothers that was on here that said to me that they take care of a lot of people, and sometimes with growing, that could be a big burden as well. With you being, in a position that you are in, and being a black woman, do you feel like you have to carry on that burden, that big rock on your back?
I don't see it as a burden. I see it as a help. So me personally, like I said, we grew up, it was 4 of us, my mom and my siblings. And so when I say support my family, since I'm the one that has the less when it comes to kids or husband, things like that, I can give more. And so I make it a priority to do so. So if anybody needs something, if anybody's down, anything like that, I'm going to step up and help. And I don't see it as a burden because that's family.
Do you still have you time?
Oh, 100%. He was just making fun of me. I brunch weekly, okay? I'm at the spot all the time. I trip, all of the above. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying this in a rude way. I think people that, start with the burden thing, I think it's a little bit more for attention or whatever. Because the thing is that if you were raised in a real household, you know that we come together as a unit to help no matter what it is. Yeah. And if it starts being a burden to you, then you really need to step back and look at yourself, because how can your family be a burden?
I get it. I get that perspective.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, boom, let's take it here. We're gonna jump in and out.
Okay.
Jump in and out. Where does a man fit in your world? What does he look like? What is this? What does he have to get with?
Have to have.
You know what I'm saying? Have to have. Everybody supposed to have standards.
I get that. 100%.
So he has. So what does he have to have? What does this man look like to be in your world? What does he have to?
Well, I'll put it like this. I'm looking for a partner. If that partner turns into my husband, I think that's great. So if what you have to be with me is your own, because I have my own. So my list is not this, fairy tale. I didn't, grow up thinking that Snow White and things like that was something that's going to happen to me. I don't need to be rescued. So a man fits into my life 100%, but he has to fit into my life. So that means you have your own. You can take care of yourself. I can take care of myself, and then we can come together and build. Simple.
Give it to him. Give it to him. I understand. Go ahead with your bad self. Jeez. My brother. Now, like I said, we still gonna stay on balance real quick. do you feel like this is something that, with you being another voice, with you being in media, because that's what you are, do you feel like this will lead you into another career to where you can leave that one behind, the one that you're doing now? I don't want to tell you where your job. I don't want to tell people where you work at, but
Do I feel like this will lead to
a bigger opportunity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's why it's fun, but it's hard work as well, and a lot of dedication, a lot of thought put into it, a lot of effort, and eventually, this voice will be heard on more platforms. And I just want to promote positivity, and I definitely want to lead by example, especially for young black men and for young black people. The world is changing, and we have to lead by example and show that positivity. So that's why I do it. Give people game and give them my experience and learn from other people's stuff as well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, giving game, being very honest, and this is what we do. This is what we do here. This is what we do. This is what y'all do at y'all show. So, two things coming from both of you guys. What do you think, from what you guys see that I'm doing, what do you think I can do to take it up another notch?
I just want to say, first off, you're doing an amazing job already, 100%. I don't look at you and say, oh, this could be this or this could be better or whatever like that. Me personally, I think bring your wife on some shows. It's so relatable.
Everybody keep telling
I'm telling you,
they love that one.
Y'all
they love that one.
Into our studio as a black love couple. I was in awe, especially being as young as you are too. You have to look at that.
But you've seen so many though.
I have, and some stick out, and some don't. And y'all were ones that stuck out. So I definitely think you are a family man. You always promote your wife, your kids, or whatever. Let your audience see it.
Yeah. I feel like you are definitely trending in the right direction. Getting yourself out there, hosting, you post a lot, so the constant promotion, and you have the drive, you can see that, from your shows and from your podcast, your drive is there. So I think that you already are on that path. And what's the 5 P's? Is it the 5 P's or the 3 P's? As far as being prepared, make sure that you're prepared, and don't second guess yourself. Go with your heart.
I just learned that. I've actually, and actually it was told to me by some people that are in a bigger status that said, you belong here, bro. And I'm just like, now I'm actually walking in it to where it's like, this is the purpose. This is, so let me walk all the way into this shit.
Balance though.
But balance.
You have to have balance. And you started off the show with your word. Yeah. You want to make sure that you don't fall back into that, because at the end of the day, your marriage is the most important thing.
That is. Yes, sir. I see the eye contact here, and I understand where you're coming from.
I'm gonna tell you that first.
Yes.
They say you a movement by yourself, but y'all a force when y'all together.
That is a fact.
Okay.
And so
that was a fact.
That is, and that's important because you have the fitness, Bella B's fitness.
Shout out to my baby.
Right.
Yes.
Shout out Bella.
Right. So she's doing that. If you're doing this, vacation is good.
Indeed.
The household good. Then business will be good. But business won't be good if that household is not together.
Yes, sir.
Speak on it.
Yes, sir. The only thing that I have, y'all have everything. Y'all have the elements. Y'all have the topics and everything like that. The thing that I want for everybody to see is a bigger production.
Okay. Respect.
That's the only thing. A bigger production, because they need to see you guys in a greater light.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the IG lives and everything, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it needs to be, you know what I'm saying? Because perception is everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I've had my people around. I have my people, even my wife and family members. I'm like, man, y'all need to check this out. Check who I'm coming. I got them coming in. Listen to their show. Listen to our episode.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like, that's cool. It was like, so let me see it. And I put you guys on. I will put a lot of other people on to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, cool, that's cool. Yeah, they strong. They was just like, it's hard to see it because I can only see half, and I don't know where the other person's coming from. Like, who is that talking? And then we gotta wait into it to see who, you know what I mean?
100%.
So that's the only thing. But everybody was like, man, they strong. They was like, they're strong. They was like, you having them on there? Yes,
Appreciate
I
it.
definitely have them on there. So everything else is amazing. It's just, I can't wait to see y'all on a bigger level because that's going. I know it's coming.
Yeah,
I know it's coming
in time.
In time, and definitely in time.
Yes.
In time.
Um,
In time. Thank you for that.
indeed. We real here.
Oh yeah.
We real here in his family.
Oh yeah.
So, if don't nobody know that this sound right here brings the 10 name game.
All right.
So, the 10 name game is basically, I'm gonna fire off 10 things or
Okay.
10 names, and you gotta give me your answer in a one-word answer.
Okay.
They're gonna be very random,
Okay.
very random things, and you just gotta give me your answer.
Mhm.
Y'all ready for it?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you 5 apiece.
Okay.
5 apiece. I'm gonna go with you first.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna keep you on your toes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna keep you on your toes. You ready?
Yep, sir.
Let's do it. All right, here you go. Religion,
Oh, great.
faith,
Oh, great.
love,
Great.
Kim.
The actual and factual. That's more than one.
Where's more than one? You gotta give me one. Gotta give me one. One word. Best describe her.
Black.
Just straight black. Just straight black.
Black is beautiful. Black
That
is bold. Black is strong.
That is a fact.
All
That is a fact. Your life.
Oh wow. Happy.
Just straight happy.
Amen.
One more. I'm gonna give you one. Your parents.
Trouble.
Mm.
My parents are trouble.
Expound on that right quick. Wait, because they when you just spoke all this positivity, brother, and when you say trouble with family, your parents. Where did that come from?
Trouble, not bad.
Mhm.
It's not bad, but my parents still they like to party.
Oh, that type.
Yeah, they like.
Oh, okay.
They
They still cut a rug.
They party.
Oh yes.
They still do their thing
Yeah.
and move you out the way.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of them.
They kick it more than him.
Yeah. They're trouble. They're trouble.
Okay.
Love them to death.
So you take a back seat when they come around.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I need to tap in with them. I need to learn how to party.
They're trouble.
You ready?
Mhm.
You ready?
Yes.
Marriage.
Soon.
Heard that. Love.
Hopefully.
Heartbreak.
More than once. One word.
One word.
Heartbreak. Indefinite.
Not black men, but niggas.
No.
Niggas are fun.
They are not.
Okay. Growth.
Always.
Last one. Your life.
Beautiful.
Clap it up. All right, Sam. You know how we do it. All right. You know how we do. We give him a grade. We always give him a grade. What we looking at for Sir Goodwin here?
I would give a solid. You guys are, you're a tandem, so I gotta rate both of you.
We gonna do them both of them as grade.
It's a podcast,
Okay.
Be nice, Sam.
Talk to him nice, Sam.
This is
Tell the truth, Sam.
This is one of the most professional episodes I feel I have worked on.
Oh.
Like you guys have been using very eloquent rhetoric. It's just you guys are kind of really dissecting very good points and topics. So
Thank you, Sam.
Hey.
So if I had to give a letter grade, A. No.
We appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? That's big coming from Sam, because Sam don't like nobody. Sam don't like nobody. He
Thank
just
you,
be in
Sam.
here do what he do, and he said whatever.
We appreciate Sam. We like
Thank you, Sam. That's what I tell my kids.
it.
We want all A's.
All across the board.
Indeed. So, last question. Before we get up out of here, and we ended up. When everything is said and done, when you guys are at the end of it, it's almost about that time to. Well, no, it is that time to say, do that last breath, and you talking to God and say, "I'm ready to go." What do you feel? What are them last words might be?
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you is the greatest and the highest compliment that you could give anyone. And I would say thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Soldier, well done.
Mm.
Amen.
This is why I love this podcast.
And that's why we say thank you to Gotti
Oh, yes.
Come on now.
for having us here.
Don't give me my flag. Come
Fantastic,
On, man. Y'all
ain't
gonna
it?
make me. Don't y'all.
Thank you.
I've
to
been
Gotti.
drinking a little bit.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to cry. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it here, and I'm especially not gonna do it in front of you with that damn Cubs hat on.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it. So we're not gonna do it. I'm not
no,
doing it.
we definitely want you to know that we hear you, we see you, we appreciate you. You have been doing amazing. We are always in your call. Whatever you need, you reach out and we'll be here.
I appreciate that, and the love is definitely coming right back, and we're gonna promote this, and we're gonna promote y'all podcast. And like I said, I'm directing traffic y'all way because it's the real.
Mhm.
It's the real. Y'all finna take over.
And call Kim.
Call Kim. Don't call you.
For your, for
It take
some-
you a minute to get
some
back
of your
with me. So
hosting. No, it don't. It don't take that long. For your hosting, Kim is good.
I know.
Kim is good.
I know.
I'm
know.
a lot more laid back.
Okay. Okay. Tell everybody how they can get in contact with y'all and everything that y'all have coming up.
Unapologetic Podcast, Unapollagetic Podcast on all podcast platforms. That is your Apple, that's your Spotify, that's your iHeart Media, Stitcher, everything. You can find Unapologetic on all podcast platforms. You can also find Unapologetic on all social media platforms. That is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm Sir Goodwin on IG and Facebook. And yeah, I have a lot of pictures. I love pictures, and sometimes I talk a little shit, but
As you should.
it's all honest, and hey, it's mine. If you don't like it, it's all
Stay
good.
off of it.
Stay off the bed.
You can find me at Kimberly Smith on Facebook, and you can find me at Miss Missy on Instagram.
Miss Missy 3184.
He
She
knows
doesn't
it
even
better.
know her
3184.
IG.
Yeah, he knows it better than I do.
Yeah.
And hit us on the email. Questions, concern, you want to be a guest? Unapologetic@gmail.com.
Yes.
Hey.
And YouTube.
And
Follow us
YouTube.
on YouTube.
And make sure y'all subscribe as well. As y'all can see, their logo. When you see that logo up there, that's what that is. That's what that is. Y'all can come on the show. Y'all can tap in with them. When I tell y'all gonna have a hell of an experience on there, it's gonna be one, and it's gonna go down. So you better have your mind right when you get in that.
That's right.
Tell
Tell
you
them.
that.
That's
Tell
For
right.
real, because Kim ain't playing with y'all.
No.
And that's on God. Y'all already know where y'all can find me, man. Official_YUNG Gotti on Instagram. On Facebook, Urban Woods Jr. Please tap in, do a friend request. I do friend back. If y'all weird, I will not.
Oh.
Okay? I will not. I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So, you know, also, if you guys want to book me, please hit my email, ihostyourevent87@gmail. Also, if you guys want the merch, the Young God merch, y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see it? I'm
Now,
coming
we
with
didn't see
hats.
this one on the
I'm
show.
coming with hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with I didn't elevate it.
Oh, okay.
I elevated. I got more merch here. So y'all meet.
You can drop our merch off at the studio.
I got y'all
Does it
in
come
the
with the bling?
I got no. It does
Oh.
not.
You can drop that off. Yeah.
I got y'all in the car. Don't even
okay.
trip. Don't even trip. But like I said, also on my YouTube, Gotti's World Media, where y'all can find all this content, all my interviews and things like that. Please subscribe, Gotti's World Media, my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and comment. All right.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Hooli.
Who that man?
Chris is right here.
Chris, right here.
Chris always.
Who is
helps
Hooli?
us. Hooli was there when you were there too.
That's who. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're,
Yeah.
they're very helpful.
Yes.
To us. Very helpful.
Very good.
Gotcha. I didn't know who Hooli was.
Oh.
I didn't. I'm just like, who Hooli? Okay. I get you. Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate
And the way we end it, the way I end it. Thank you, God, for another episode. Thank you, God, for these beautiful people in front of me and their talents that they have. Thank you, God, for Chris over there. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for holding them down. Thank you, my engineer, Sam, who likes nobody. I appreciate you. Thank you. Envion Studios, this is the home. Y'all know where this was born at. Y'all know where it's going to stay. This is it. We got another one, man.
All right.
Gotti's World Show. We out of here. Yeah.
Gotti, hard body, Gotti's world, we some mob bosses. Tune in, don't just come across. We do it all, y'all just for the talk. Might lose your mind when you hear these topics, no cap, think about it. Who you know going this hard, all real, all wait, think about it. Best interviews, who is this? We don't do Otis, that entrepreneurship. Come and link, join the viewership. Education, relationships, businesses, view the clips. This the Midwest takeover, going overtime to invent on focus. Bringing guests in from all over, whole lot of game, we don't need a closer. Gotti, hard body, Gotti's world, we some mob bosses. Turn them L's to lessons, we don't do the losses. Dedication daily, ain't no other options. Booking up these slots on every show we plotting. Pull up a chair, make sure you watching. Subscribe, get them notifications popping. Pull up all the champagne, we gon' get it poppin'.